Hello friend, welcome to our channel Devlan's Stack, and we have to talk in last video about the Python series. Today we have to start a new series on Android. So we have to start a Stripe payment gateway. So we have to know how to add a customer on the Stripe and how to add a card to a particular customer and how to delete that card and how to update a card using the customer ID and how to make a payment using the card and customer ID and how to get the list of all card by a customer ID. We have to do these things without using any of database because now in these days when the customer doing the payment uh, through the Stripe, first we have to go on our web database, then we have to go to Stripe, then we have to connect each other. For in between, we know the hackers can get fetch and get the data of customer, and they can uh, get the all amount from the cards. So for stopping that, the Stripe provide the API. You can directly connect to the Stripe without any database by using the customer ID. So without taking any time, I start the project. So first we have to create an Android project. So go to Android Studio and we have to create a new fresh project. So open your Android Studio and create a new project. So new project and type your project name here. So we have to type here truck food. And here your package name, and click on the finish. So it will take us little bit time to build our project. It will take some time. It will depend on your internet speed. If your speed is slow, it will take a little bit time. So our project is loading. So project is fresh, so it will show the hello world. And now we have to design the UI for the main activity and design your UI here. And this is your customer name. So type here customer name and, and second one customer email. Now we have to design the simple UI. You have to design according to you as a fancy whatever you want. So this is your UI. Now we have UI in our main.activity. So we have to So here we have to attach our UI to our Java file. Now first we have to create Stripe client that connect to Stripe. So for that we have to add some dependency. Those work to connecting us with the Stripe. So go to your build.gradle file, and here we have to add some dependency. So these are the dependency: retrofit and Rx Java. So you have to add these dependencies to your project. Go and add here. So these are the retrofit dependencies that is work as how to connect it, how to get data, how to post data, and we have to use the Rx Java for managing our data in a module. So we have to use, and here you have to sync your project. So the dependency is downloading, and now it is completed. Now we have to close all the files. So go to your package. First we have to go your main.xml file, manifest.xml file. First we have to put here user permissions, and we have to put here internet permission for connecting to Stripe. And now we have to go our package. So we have to create here some another package, name is Stripe. Stripe connect, and here we have to create one Java file, Java class. The name is Stripe client, and here we have to create our retrofit instance that is connect with the Stripe using the URL. So here we create a retrofit variable, instance variable. So here we create the get instance function that will return the instance of retrofit. So first we have to check here if instance is null, then we have to create new instance. So here we have to create new instance. Here we type the base URL. So here we add the Stripe base URL. So Stripe provide the base URL like api.stripe.com/v1/. So this is our intent. So now we have to create one more uh, Stripe interface, that is the collection of all functions that connect with the Stripe. So we have to create one interface here. So go to our Java class, and here you have to select an interface. So here we type the name of interface, Stripe services, and press enter. So this interface have the all the collection of functions. So first we have to create a function. The function name is create customer. So our function name is create customer. And it will take the two parameter. Parameter name is so this is the method. So according to method we have to define the parameter here. So uh, this is the post method, so we have to define here the field. So type field and the name of field. So first name is email, and email type is string, and name is, and also add the second parameter also. So copy and paste it here and type here the name and name. So this is our function. So here we have to type the return type. If we call this function, then what it will return. So we have to type here observable and it will return a module or a JSON. So it will return a JSON. So that JSON we have to convert according to our module. So we have to create one module here. So our module, we define one more package name here, like module, and here we define our module name is customer module. and we have to create one class using the customer module name. So, and what will stripe return, we have to convert according to our module. So we have to type stripe return the customer ID, name, email, and we have to design the getter or setter method here. So you have to design the getter or setter method, generate getter setter, and select all the three parameters, and it will create the getter and setter method. Now you have to import it in your class. Now this is our function, so we have to add here a retrofit type of function. So it is a post type function, so you have to add some annotation here. So use the post, and this is our post type function. So post will tag some URLs, so we have to creating the customer. So uh, it will take the URL in post, so you have to type here as a string. So in the URL we are creating the customers on Stripe, so here type customer. So here you have to type the customers, and the C is small, so customers. And here we have to type the field type, because we have to send in here field. So here we define the forums URL, because the fields comes in the forum URL encoded. So here you have to go and define the forum URL encoded. And now one more things we have to define in what is so here we have to define our headers. So type here headers. In the headers we have to take a map. So here we define our content type and or authentication. So here define the content type, content, so here C always be small and plus colon, plus colon. Then here you have to type application slash www.forum dot URL encoded. and after the colon comma you have to define your authentication here. So authorization. So here you have to type your authorization, and in authorization using double colon, so we have to type here bearer token. So type bearer and put one space here, and after that we have to put our stripe key. So you have to type your stripe secret key. So go to your stripe account and get your secret key. So this is my stripe account and this is my devshop account. So we have to go to here the stripe secret key. So copy your stripe secret key from here and paste in your project here. You have to type your stripe secret key using one space here, otherwise you get the error. So we have to get one more error here. It is the exact one. So we have to type it in double colon, otherwise you will get the error, because in single column we have to type only a character. So not observable in a single error. So now our interface function create customer is ready. So how to use it in our main.activity class? So we have to go our main.activity class, and here first we have to create our stripe API service. So call your stripe service here and create one object for stripe service. This is our stripe service, and we have to create one object and assign the stripe service here. Stripe service is equal to using the stripe client. So stripe client dot get instance, and here we have to create the instance using the create, and you have to provide your class name here. So our class name is stripe services class. Now we have to connect our stripe interfaces here. Now we can call the function of create customer. After that we have to call one more functions. Not composite disposal. We have to create one object also. So create new complete disposal. Now add the on click listener here on the add button. So add dot set on click listener and use this. Now here we have to get the data from our email, and or so first we have to call our function. So use the composite object here, composite dot add, and here use your stripe prices object, then call your function create customer. Here we send our parameter. So our parameter name is, first parameter name is email, so email dot get text dot toString, and second parameter is name dot get text dot toString. So our parameter is we assign here. Here we have to add some extra data that provide to us a response or a error message if we connect or not connect with the database of Stripe. So here we have to add some. So it will return the customer modules because we provide here in our function create customer. So customer module. So it will return the customer module. And if we got the error, so you have to type here one more method like throw. So here is a throwable message. If we get the error, so you have to print here your error like system or using your toast message. So now we only use the system dot print throwable dot message. So it will print the message. Otherwise we have to get here customer module. So we have to check one more thing here. If customer module dot get id, if we get the customer id equals to null, then also we have to go for print, else we print the customer id. Here we have to print this and this. If we got the null id, then we have to print one message here. Try again. Otherwise we print our customer id. So customer ID dot get module. Now go to first we have to install our project, and now we go for test. So run your project in your emulator. Run and go to your Stripe also and go to your customer. So here we don't have any type of customer, so now we run our project. It will take some time. So it is working and it will launch our main activity. So here we type your customer name. So our customer name is like Dave, and your customer email ID. And press Ctrl S and press to your add button. So you have to click on the add button. So here it will show the customer ID that is added on Stripe. So now we have to check on our Stripe also. So go to your Stripe account, and here you have to refresh your account. And your account is reloading. And in your customer list we have to got one customer like Dave Lance and his email ID, and when it is created, the time of it will show the time of according to San Francisco, because Stripe is showing the time from the San Francisco time zone. So we have to add another customer. So go to your project, and here we have to add another project, another customer like test, and his ID also text. Press add customer, and we have to create another customer with another ID. So here is the another first one customer, and here is the second one customer with the another ID, and you have to check also in your now only we have to one customer. So refresh your Stripe account. We have to get another test customer here. So we have to get one more customer here like name test and @gmail.com. If you click on the customer, you have to get here the customer ID that we have to print in our Android Studio. So here is your customer ID. So same customer ID it will show here also. So this project is continue we are doing with the how to add the card to like a test customer and develop customer, and how to delete that card, how to update that card. If we have multiple card, then how to do payment with a selected card. Remaining things we have to do in next tutorial. So thank you for watching our tutorial, and subscribe to our channel Dependencies Tech.